Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going over a few small topics involving the problematic queen themselves, Trisha Paytas, Heavy Moran talking about her past friendship with Shane Dawson, Keemstar, and so much more. But before we get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and turn your post notifications on. Also, make sure to check out the T Twitter account if you have any news, drama, or tea. The DMs are open for that as well. As a disclaimer, I'm going to be briefly talking about topics involving SA and alcoholism, so if you're sensitive to these topics, this video might not be the best for you. But let's get into it. Trisha Paytas has been in the limelight a lot recently. For the most recent drama, I highly suggest watching my most recent videos talking about Trisha to fully understand this one. But Trisha Paytas uploaded a video titled Addressing Everything and basically addressed really nothing. Trisha starts off by saying that they wanted to make this video short and connected, and how Trisha felt pressured to make this video. Trisha did apologize for making Twitter rants about Ethan and takes responsibility and accountability for some of the things that they said and did on Frenemies, which Trisha says that they now regret. Trisha goes on to say they went too far on Frenemies, speculating and talking about other people's lives that they were never involved in. They talk about a time they spoke about Mike Malak on Frenemies, Logan Paul's co-host on Impulsive, which actually offended Mike at the time and later on called Trisha to confront them about the comments that they said about him. Trisha agreed that it went too far and that they would drop the situation entirely. Trisha says that anytime someone has asked them to stop talking about them, Trisha has respected that and then said they would. But in the past, Trisha hasn't exactly held up to this statement, especially when it comes to Ethan and Hila Klein. When Trisha gets accused of lying, they justify it by saying that there's a difference between lying and misremembering information, which, I'm not gonna lie, gave me huge Gabby Hanna vibes. Gabby admitted to misremembering information in her controversial series about herself. Gabby is someone that Trisha calls out anytime they can for quote-unquote lying, so it seems like Gabby and Trisha have a lot more in common than they both realize, misremembering being one of them. In the response to the most recent allegations about their teacher, Trisha goes on to say that they've never lied about anything about themselves. They say that a lot of the information is getting mixed up and blame the H3 subreddit for mixing up said information. Trisha said that they have made an effort to not say the name of the teacher out of respect for the family, but calls out the subreddit for mentioning the name of a deceased man. Trisha says that despite their feelings about the teacher in question, they have sympathy and feel bad for the family involved. Trisha spends a lot of time talking about their struggles in school and mentions how they had to switch school districts a lot and frequently. Trisha says the reason they mentioned the situation about their teacher in the first place on Frenemies was that at the time they were in the heat of the moment and going through therapy. Trisha also says that they felt pressured by Ethan when he privately reached out to her to make a statement about the now deleted podcast episode, which triggered Trisha to make those Twitter videos in the first place. Trisha says that they will never talk about this situation ever again and begins to justify why they leaked private messages between Ethan and Hila. Trisha mentions that Moses and themselves did have a toxic relationship in the beginning, but therapy helped them both get through it. Trisha says that they got through it, but nobody else did. They quickly started talking about the alleged cheating that went on during their relationship. Trisha briefly touches on it and says that they understand that it hurts when someone moves on with someone else, but says that Moses and themselves are now in a healthy relationship even after they had a rocky beginning. Trisha talks about how overwhelmed they feel about the most recent backlash, and even after this response video, they know that more situations are going to pop up that they may need to keep addressing. Trisha says that the most recent allegations surrounding Moses are going too far, to a point where it's starting to affect his work and now has to be taken under legal measures. They say that everything has gone too far, where everyone they've ever been involved with is being harassed. Trisha then starts talking about Keemstar. When Trisha made an appearance on Keemstar on FaZe Banks' podcast, Mom's Basement, fans were confused and thought Trisha started supporting him, even after Ethan mentioned his opinions about him on multiple podcast episodes. Trisha admits that they are not pro Keemstar, and recently Keemstar confronted Trisha about the most recent allegations and backlash, admitting that they were triggered about the circumstance since they claimed to have already addressed it. Trisha says that despite the constant backlash, they will never break up with Moses despite so many people wanting them to. And they will never leave the internet despite so many people telling them to. Trisha circles back to the most recent allegations about their teacher. Trisha says that they don't keep in contact with anybody the school to, and says that the things that they claimed to have happened did indeed happen. They said that all the backlash is starting to make them actually feel like they did something wrong. Ultimately, Trisha says that there's no winning for them in this situation and that everything is becoming too much for them to handle. In response to this video, Ethan tweeted, "If she, Trisha, wants me to stop talking about her, then she needs to stop lying about me. Her teacher is being doxxed for one reason only. She mentioned him by name, school, and year, and told people to look him up. She needs to take responsibility and stop blaming me for her shit. Trisha has accused me of sending a hate mob after her. That's literally all she's tried to do since the first day frenemies ended. I have not even mentioned their allegations once on the podcast. She is lying and saying it's our fault. We have nothing to do with this hate mob." And here are some comments responding to the situation. In this specific tweet, it actually shows Trisha mentioning the teacher's name on multiple occasions, despite them saying that they never did that out of respect for the family. Take a look.
First and foremost, this is family's getting doxxed. This man in question is deceased and the family is getting harassed, which it's turned into a lot. And the source of all this is the H3 subreddit. That is without a doubt where it's from.
His name was Mr.
Because
Riney.
of you or because nobody believed you?
Byron Middle School, and I did Byron, Illinois. Look it up. His name is Mr. Riney for looking up.
Another person says, "Can someone explain to me why Trisha's follower count hasn't moved even after she put out an addressing things video where she continues to lie? When is enough enough?" And lastly, this person says she's blaming Ethan for not moderating the subreddit, but she can't moderate her own TikTok when she accuses a man and encourages her fan base to look him up. In other news, Trisha's mom, Trisha Paytas, made a video a while back talking about her ex-husband, and this video has been circulating online now, specifically TikTok. In this video, Lena admits that she and her husband were not on the best terms after their breakup. She says that she received news of her husband dying through a letter and becomes choked up talking about the situation. Lena said that her husband was a lot older and they did not speak for 20 years and regrets not keeping up to date with him before his death. She says that he had trouble with alcohol. She talks about a time that it got so bad that she had to take him to the emergency room. And despite everything, she says he had troubles and he was a very kind person. She talks about a time that he got so drunk that he, quote, fell into one of her kids' beds.
But I have to tell you one thing that happened in between his leaving. He had drank so much he fell into one of my daughter's beds, just stone drunk. And at that point I was so afraid I was going to lose my children. I can't have someone who does that with my children in the house. And because I didn't want my children taken away from me. I loved them. I wanted to raise them.
She says alcoholism was one of the reasons that their relationship didn't work out. Lena found out that he left her as the beneficiary of his life insurance despite having not spoken for 20 years. She said that it touched her heart and said that it felt like it was his final I love you to her. She ultimately says that she regrets not staying in contact with him, but some people in the comment section had mixed reactions. This person said, wait, he was drunk, so he fell into your daughter's bed and you were afraid you would lose your children because he fell? There's way more to this kind man story. Another person said, fell into daughter's bed? What does that even mean? Did he sexually abuse her or literally fall asleep in the bed? Please clarify. That's a pretty large misstep, wouldn't you say? Moving on, Keemstar has been receiving some backlash as of late for his most recent tweets talking about his ideal age for women. Keemstar tweeted, "You guys keep telling me to date someone my own age. I googled 39-year-old woman. I will not listen to you guys. You remember where you were on 9/11? I'm not interested." Ethan took a jab at Keemstar and simply tweeted Creepstar, and Daniel has been getting quite the backlash on Twitter. Fans have discovered that one of the women in Keemstar's disgusting tweet was actually deceased. This person says, "You literally just made fun of the appearance of a deceased woman." Another person says, "How is Keemstar still a thing? This is so gross, dude. Everything about it." Keemstar deleted this tweet and responded to the backlash on Twitter with this video.
Dude, these old women, you're so wrong. You're so wrong, all right? I put out a troll tweet, right? That I don't really want to date people my own age. I googled pictures of like 39-year-old women and whatever, and all these ladies are very upset about it. And they're like, it's not about looks. He just wants to date a young, naive person that he can control. No. I like brains. I like smart women, all right? I'm talking to 2 law students. I'm talking to a scientist. I got a date this weekend with a scientist. Dead Last night, a girl hit me up who, okay, she's okay. But you know what's got me really interested? She goes to Yale. All I'm saying is, I want to date the smartest woman on the planet. Who is she? Tell her Keemstar said hi.
He also tweeted, this 38-year-old woman started roasting me because I said I was into younger women and she fine as hell. And now she's hooking up with me, also fine as hell 25-year-old sister. All I catch is W's. And last topic of the day is Trevi Moran. Trevi used to have quite a close relationship with controversial YouTuber Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas. When Trevi was 15 or 16 years old, she did a video with the two that resurfaced recently. Take a look.
Be the blow me challenge.
No, it's not. The blowjob challenge.
Ready?
Oh, thumbnail.
Who do you think gives a better lap dance, Trevor or Shane?
We're gonna have to fight. No, we're not.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I'm like.
Yeah, I'll show you later. True. You're 16.
Trevi responded to this on Twitter saying, I don't know why people keep bringing up this video of Trisha, Shane, and I. 1, it's so annoying to see this pre-transition video of me always popping up. 2, I have no hard feelings towards Trisha or Shane. I have always been a mature kid and I never realized that they were doing something wrong because I've always joked around with them and I thought of myself as an adult because I got fame at such a young age. They did not mean any harm. They have both apologized to me. I don't know where their relationship stands, but I hope that this video didn't compromise friendship. I try to not keep up with all of this shit, but it's very annoying. I have said this over and over again to please stop bringing up this video. It's only bringing harm to me because I was a 15-year-old boy and I feel like a spectacle.
Hey guys, I am indeed not Ray. I'm one of Ray's editors. I'm stepping in here to give you one more story. This story is about Jojo Siwa. Jojo tweeted, I go out on tour in January. My movie musical was released with 6 new original songs. Nickelodeon told me today that I'm not allowed to perform or add any of the songs from the film into my show. These are my songs, my voice, my writing. Does this seem fair? There is no reason that this music should not be included. Working for a company as a real human being treated as only a brand is fun until it's not. I want my concert to be the best it can possibly be, and I want to perform the songs that you have been waiting for to hear for 2 years. Having music from my movie and my show is important to me. I wish it was important to Nickelodeon. Remember, I'm a human being, not just a brand.
Alright you guys, so yep, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new videos every single day. Alright, bye-bye.